Yeah, friends, I don't care what they tell you. YouTubing is not easy, okay? Oh my goodness. It took me like 5 minutes to get this set up. I've got to get a permanent setup. I'll show you what that looks like later, but I dropped my phone on multiple pieces of pottery, and I'm gonna see if I can fix them right now. But you know what? I very well may have just destroyed two, two of my pieces here. They're not destroyed. They're just going to be a little bit unique, and that's okay. Who knows? Maybe they will be worth more because they were featured on this amazing YouTube vlog channel of me, Benjamin Wood, full-time potter, rogue stoneware in Southern Oregon. I'm vlogging today, just kind of sharing the journey of being a potter, full-time potter, my journey in that. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about purpose, health, and lifestyle. And I'm doing all of these no edit because I don't have time to edit and I don't want to pay anyone. I want to grow. I don't mind paying people, but I love paying people for doing good work, right? That's what people do for me. But at this moment in time, I want to see how much I can grow this YouTube channel in a way that is fluid and easy for me, which is essentially doing these live vlogs. I'm currently putting handles on these and turning them into mugs. So I'll be doing that while we're chatting, and maybe I'll tell you a little bit about these as well if you would like to hear a little bit about them. But it is currently about 10, almost 10, it's 10 to 10 right now. And I have had my morning routine. Today was a day off from working out. I really believe strongly in staying very fit. I believe in staying healthy so that I can perform my highest and best with pottery and everything in between, of course, right? One of the beautiful things about health is that it up levels absolutely every aspect of your life. And if I want to do well in my business of being a professional potter, then that means that I need to up level my health so that I can be more present, more strong, more balanced, and more effective in the execution of my work. So I really prioritize health in this journey, and a large part of that also is lifestyle. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to start with purpose because a lot of people ask me about how it is that I have become a full-time professional potter. And there is a lot of ways to answer that question, but I'm going to go with the most general and the one that's going to help you, no matter what kind of artist or creative you are, maker, what have you. And if you have already started your business and you've found some success, you know this to be true, and that is you simply have to make. You simply have to go and do the thing that you are doing. That is number one. I heard a really wonderful, it was called Courage Before Competence, I think it was. Oh my goodness. I wrote it down, didn't I? Yeah, Courage Before Confidence. So basically, you have, just like how I'm doing this YouTube channel right now, it takes courage. I'm confident in that I can do something. I'm going to drag you through the mud, no pun intended, a little bit as I share, because I'm still refining my message. You and your questions and the algorithm are going to tell me kind of what people are responding to. And that's the same way that I did my art, and probably the same way that if you have already started your semi or very successful artist, maker, craftsperson business, you just have to make, and you pay attention to what you're enjoying, otherwise you're not going to do it, right? And then, like, I am not a bookkeeper. That's definitely, like, I would never be able to make it, or at least I don't think that I would. It would be a very unique bookkeeping service if it were me doing it. I can tell you that. I love making, and I love pottery because it's a pretty quick, I can see this is just personally, and everyone is different, right? There are people that love bookkeeping and love working on one piece for a long time. And I used to do some sculptures that took up to 3 months or more to make, and they were really lovely, and I won some awards with them and stuff. But I really like to see my work come to fruition a lot faster than that, and mugs are a really fun way for me to see the work that I've done, and each one of them is individual, so I get to kind of meet these little guys and girls and what have yous along the way. It might identify these days, you just never know what this mug is going to identify as, so I'm not going to project anything on it. I'm just going to help support it in being the best mug that it can possibly be, right? So the number one thing to any art business or creative business, just like this YouTube channel, is to make, you've got to make the videos, you've got to make the mugs, you've got to show up and have the courage to draw the painting, take the photograph, make the movie, whatever it is that you have chosen to do. You must first just simply have the courage. It's like, yes, it is scary, like I'm a little, I'm now 50, and I've been around the block enough that I'm not really concerned about how many people are going to watch this video right now. I'm really not. I know that a large part of this for me is simply the practice of doing it. So I'm trying to turn this more into a selfish experience, and I invite you to do that for yourself as well, in whatever maker or art field that it is that you are doing. And hopefully you do this no edit video challenge with me if you are a maker. I'm really excited to build this community and see how quickly we can reach our 1,000 true fans. And the magic, there was a guy that wrote a book called 1,000 True Fans, and Kelly something or other, and it's basically that all you really need to make a successful art business career is 1,000 really true loyal fans. So I'm not looking for numbers in my YouTube experience other than 1,000, and I'm being as authentic as I possibly can and spontaneous and open with you, because if you resonate with this and you agree that handmade is one of the most important things in 2025 and beyond, especially, if you feel like corporate greed and this race to the bottom for the cheapest crap that's made by suffering, that has been shipped across the ocean and is making the largest corporations even more wealthy, and they take their money and they put that money in the Bahamas. So there's no trickle down there, right? And this planned obsolescence. If you think that is the enemy, like I do, it's not good for you, it's not good for me, it's not good for our community, it's not good for the environment, it's not good for our business. There's nothing that is good for. So I stand for it. And if you also stand for it, if you value handmade, local work and services where you know and support your community members. I shop almost exclusively now at the farmers market. I love Trader Joe's for everything that I can't get there. And sometimes I will go with a family member that has a Costco card, and I'll get, a huge sack of rice. I love rice, it's so good. And you can have some vegetables from the farmer's market and some rice, and you have one of the healthiest, best meals, locally supported, for less than $10 to feed your family. It's really remarkable. We have these choices all the time, guys, don't we? We have these choices. We just need to make the correct choice. And so we need support in doing that. We need to remind each other to do that. And that's what this YouTube channel is all about. It is about us reminding one another that we have massive power in the decisions that we make every day to live in our purpose and to support the values in the community in which we live. And it all happens and starts right here, right? So purpose, number one for me, and if you're doing any artistic, well, we're making choices every day about our purpose and living in it or not. I speak to this almost every time, but if you look at the inside of these mugs, this is a reminder that we are constantly moving closer, the spiral there is a reminder that we are constantly moving more deeply into our purpose, or we are moving further away from it. There's no static. We don't just stop. There is a constant either ebb or flow into our purpose. And I do believe that our purpose is to become more of who we are. And our emotions are a really strong indicator to what that is. If it feels good, then it's something we're supposed to be doing. Right now, sharing this message with you feels really good. Putting this handle on this mug feels really good. I'm in a good place. I feel as though I'm doing the right thing, right? And I am being rewarded by that from, this is gonna sound super esoteric, I love it. Let's go there though. By the universe, by the community. The community is saying, Benjamin, I really like your mugs. Here's money, here's support, here's love, here's confirmation, right? And then hopefully very soon I will get the same message from you or people like you and me that are watching this video, and they're saying, I totally get that and appreciate that. You changed my day by reminding me to be in alignment with my purpose, with my values, and make decisions from there. We can all agree that health is super important. So let's go back to purpose and recognize that we, in order to become more of who we are, we really need to get our health on board. So I will take pauses during this work. I'll do one tray and then I'll do 10 push-ups. Or if I'm taking a tray outside, I've got a pull-up bar right there, and I will do just one pull-up. In middle school, I could do 6 pull-ups. I think the most I was able to do was ever 10. I think I got to 10. Right now, I can maybe do 3. I'm getting back in shape. I let myself go a little bit, but when I hit 50, I decided, I recognized. A lot of people, we get pushed back into our purpose by pain. Pain reminds us, dude, you've got this one life to live. How are you gonna freaking live it, man? Are you gonna live it in pain? Or are you gonna kick ass, work hard, make some sacrifices, get your best bod going on, feel good, and live your best life? The choice is ours, and we make it every day. And that's our purpose. That is us either moving deeper into our purpose of becoming more of who we are. And you guys, I am a strong believer in self-care, really strong, okay? The reason being is, as a teacher, I taught for many years, and one of my favorite lessons as a teacher, and this is true for being a parent, of course, as well, is your student, your child learns not necessarily from your words, but from your actions. You don't teach them your art or your craft necessarily. You teach them who you are and a way of being in the world. And the best way to make change in the world is through touching someone's heart, right? And you do that through inspiration. You do that through exemplifying a way of being in the world that someone is like, oh, dang, I could be jealous or envious, but instead I am choosing to be inspire. I'm recognizing that that is really something that I want in my life. And I am going to watch what they're doing, and I am going to model that, right? That is, I would say, one of the main ways that I have achieved my understanding of how to live my best life, right? And the beauty about asking yourself that question, how do I live my best life, is that you will have to answer that question. That is one of the most important things that we can do. If we're not asking it, then we will never get the answers. So that's kind of like using, I call them, they've been called magic questions. It's kind of like an affirmation, but it is a reminder to yourself to ask the questions that really are the most important ones. The most important question isn't necessarily, who's taking the garbage out today, right? Sure, the garbage needs to be taken out. It will happen. But one of the most important questions beyond that is, what does my best life look like, right? And what other things in my life belong in the garbage because they're not serving me, right? And I am a firm believer in clearing out stuff that distracts you, because distractions will do exactly that. They will distract you. They will steal your time. And I want to thank you for being on this video with me, because there's nothing more precious than your time. Nothing at all is more precious than your time. We can make more money, right? We can, so many things are out of our control, and time is one of the largest ones. Time is going to march on, and we will never be this young again, right? We can be healthier. Let's make the choice to be healthier, but time continues. And we can prolong our lifetime by becoming healthier, right? So we can stay in old and bad habits, perhaps, and die younger and a really sad, slow death. Or we can work really diligently at staying healthy and living young until we die, right? I think about death. I totally do. It's actually one of the more liberating ideas for me to mull over with myself. I recognize that everyone dies. I'm a motorcycle rider, and I recognize that one of the joys of motorcycle riding that makes you feel so alive is, if a motorcycle was invented today, it would be illegal. They would not make it legal. You have to wear a seatbelt inside of the car with airbags and crumple zones. Motorcycles have nothing like that. They would laugh at the maker and say, why are you making this death machine? There's no way that this is going to be a legal highway vehicle. I'm so grateful that it got grandfathered in, because I love motorcycles. There's nothing that feels quite like you can get in the zone of just flowing with the road, and it feels like flying. It is just absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite memories right now that this is bringing up is I was on the coast about 3 or 4 years ago with my good buddy Jim, and we were on a motorcycle ride. I was on a FJR 1300. That's a big, beautiful bike, you guys. It can just freaking get up and go. And it's so stuck to the ground, and just it feels lovely. It was a hot day, 104 degrees, and then we dipped down into this spot where this ravine came through, and it dropped down to 45 degrees. And the smells of the ocean and the cold forest and the creek coming through and then we came back up into the hot grasslands. The smell of that was and the feeling, and so exciting to remember that. So, but one of the main things about motorcycle riding is it reminds you that something could go wrong, and your life can be ended right then and there. Like it is a risk that we all must consider in all the things that we do. Driving is, bar none, the most dangerous thing that we do, unless we're eating really unhealthy or drinking or doing some sort of drug that is, of course, is dangerous. So all that to say, the heck am I talking about? I love it. I love you guys. Okay, purpose, health, lifestyle. That's our jam. Let's focus on those things in our creative process of not only making a living doing the things that we love, right? Oh, here, I'm going to show you this, what we just finished together. I love these. They're so beautiful. And I get to share these with people at my pottery parties. I have such a freaking blast doing this. If you're in Southern Oregon, contact me about our pottery parties. They're a blast. They're great for team building and all kinds of other super fun things. I want these to dry out a little bit because I have another step that I'm going to be doing with them today. So I put them up there. I should show you this invention for these shelving that I did. I think I'm going to do that in another video. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. If you got some value out of this, please let me know what ideas were triggered from this, because I really want to grow this community, this YouTube vlog channel, and help support your process with it as well. So I thank you for being here with me today. My name is Benjamin. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Rock and roll, friends.